Well, today what we're going to do is jump into the plant section at Home Depot, out with the family here, my son, my daughter, my husband, and grandson, and we needed a few things, so we decided just to pop in here, and I ducked over to the plant department. And of course, the first thing I find is these $4.98 pots of the polka dot plant. All different colors, the pinks, the greens, the red. The polka dot plant looks a lot like the Fittonia, the little dainty drama queen. But the Fittonia kind of has a netting look to its leaves, and these just kind of have spots. But the Fittonia gets on my last nerve. The polka dot isn't too bad. Now that moss there is the Selaginella. It's also just $4.98 for the small pots. But that, for me, grows like crazy. I can stick it down into a terrarium. One of my aquariums works real well. Or any kind of, even a covered terrarium if you'd want to try that. But it just kind of foams and grows, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. In fact, I've got a bottle terrarium that it has outgrown so much, I'm going to have to get rid of it this spring. A lot of that, of polka dot. Now this one is the false Aurelia. I've had that before. It grows pretty good. And I think this one's the coffee plant. I'm not sure. I've never had it before. But it's a pretty plant. I may try that. Croton. Oh, they've caught me. Now what am I going to do? I'm just going to keep on looking. They've got one more thing to go get. And my daughter will join me. Look at that button fern. I've seen those many times, and I really like the looks of that. I'd like to get me one. But right now, I just can't buy any more plants until I organize and take stock of what I've already got. Now this is the African milk tree. We've got a real large specimen of that. It started out that big. I think we've had it coming up to a couple years now, and it's about 3 foot high now. These really grow into big plants. Only $5.98 for that, so that's not too bad, I don't think. And another close-up of the button fern. Look at the tiny little fronds as they grow out. They kind of have the little almost fiddle leaf fig type thing. Not fiddle leaf fig. A fiddle leaf like a fern will grow. They're really pretty. I may have to get one of those. It's very, very tempting. But not today. We've got too many people in the car and I don't want to put them in the trunk. I'm afraid they'll get too hot. The button ferns are $10. I guess that's not too bad for that size. They've got a lot to choose from here. Looks like a lot of corn plants, Dracaena, parlor palms. I like a parlor palm, but I'm kind of trying to stay away from some of the larger plants because I've got some larger ones now and there's getting to be too many of them. Now right now I'm pretty good for potting mix. I've still got one big bag that I had bought from last fall, mixing it in with the other vermiculite, and perlite stretches it out a lot. That's a pretty snake plant. I like that. Their succulents look pretty good. A little bit worse for the wear, but I have seen worse at other stores. I've got the ogre ears, these crassula plants, ogre ears, and what's the other one called? E.T.'s fingers. Got those. And that's a tiger jaw. And looks like it has a blossom just withering there. That's pretty. I would like to have seen that in full bloom. But that looks really good. Only $4. I have to think about that one. I'm not real fond of the cactus with the little red tops. I think they're kind of strange looking, but you never know, things can grow on me. Look at those pretty pansies. and the kalanchoe or kalanchoe. Those are pretty. I have one, but it has never ever bloomed. I don't think I'm taking really good care of it. Don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it just kind of exists. It doesn't really live. Those are what, $10.98? A little steep for me to experiment with, but maybe one of these times I'll spring for it. I don't grow a lot from seed right now. Not really interested in growing from seed. Maybe I'll throw a few alyssum on the ground, something like that, but right now I'm good. Now all these tomatoes are cringing, afraid I will take them home and torture them to death. I'm not good with vegetables. But sometimes I like to try a pepper, a bell pepper, and a tomato and see if I can get anything from it. I just don't do well. I did do one of these early girl, the 50-day. It did turn out really good, but right when it was ready to bear, we went on vacation, so it croaked. It was dead when I got home. But meanwhile, we had to duck into Walmart. My son needed to get some sheets, and I decided to check out their plants. It's been a while since I've checked out Walmart's plants. They were just a little bit pathetic. Now this one, I don't know if it was chewed on, just broken from, too much manhandling or something like that, or some of these looked either stretched or injured by the cold. So they could have been out in the wrong type of weather. So none of these are tempting to me. I hate to buy something to try to nurse it back to health, unless I'm getting a really good deal and it's worth my while, but I won't pay full price for something that already looks damaged. Now I've got a lot of the golden pothos already, and that for $6.98 seems expensive for that size of a piece. Now that, I guess those are larger. Maybe that would be worthwhile, but I've got enough of those at home. I'm interested in that. I'm not sure what variety that is. So it looks like some kind of a peperomia. I know I've seen that before, but I don't remember what it was called, but I'm interested in that. But first of all, I'll find out the name, find out its care, and then I may buy one, but I'll definitely look for a better buy. See, it looks like they've gotten cold. The little edges are burned from the cold, burned from the sun, whatever the case may be, but they don't look good enough for me. Just doesn't appeal to me. A lot of pretty orchids. I've been known to kill the orchids. I'm good at killing them. Now just inside the doors, these inner ones, $2 succulents, they look pretty harsh. I'm not going to pay $2 for that. No, not when Kroger will probably have theirs out for $1 for the same size tiny pot. Like you've seen in one of my previous videos last year, Kroger's will probably have theirs out for the same. $1 a pot, not $2. Pansies are so pretty. Love those. Now the spring bulbs out here look really, really pretty. I had a few of those in my windowsill, and that worked out pretty well. But I think this fall I may try something different and actually plant them in the ground like they're supposed to be done and start having them multiply. Lilies are gorgeous. I don't grow those either. My daughter used to grow the lilies. I should put some out. Well, let me go back through and see what's in the main portion. Yeah, there are some bulbs and little plant starts here. I am interested in finding some of these. Now I've got a clematis. I'll work on one for now to try and keep that alive. But a canna. I'm interested in a canna. There's 3 bulbs for $5. Usually at our plant sale in the spring, they'll be practically giving them away, 50 cents each. But I'd like to try some of those. I really think they'd be nice. elephant ears. Oh, red hot poker. I had the red hot poker at my last house. That is a really nice plant. It multiplies and multiplies. You'll have a whole field of them. Now we've popped back over to Lowe's. We had to make a return, and real quick I want to jump over and look at these plants before my husband finishes at the return desk. Look at these. It's a Monstera Adansonii, I think. The little Swiss cheese plant. I really think that's pretty. Sometimes these are real expensive, but coupled with the fiddle leaf fig and a Dracaena in there for $40. It could be better, but could be a lot worse. That's about I think about a 2-gallon container. So that's a decent size. Don't like the looks of that one. He looks in bad shape right from the get-go. And I'm not sure, it looks like a cordyline there. Yeah, that looks like a cordyline. I'm not real sure. I have not had one of those. Some pretty decent sized snake plants back through there. Oh, and this elephant ear, I don't know, it kind of has a dark, limp look. It may have been left out in chilly weather, so it looks pretty bad. I don't think I would risk that, especially for $40. And I have looked at these ponytail palms. I'm interested in those. And the little vining Swiss cheese plant appeals to me, but I'll wait. Perhaps when it's marked down and not $40. Since I've already got the fiddle leaf, already got the Dracaena, I don't want to pay $40 for 2 plants I've already got. I'd rather get the Adansonii. More of these bulbs. I do like to grow the dahlias. I think they're real pretty. Gladiols I like, but I don't like to stake them. Now here's the jumbo elephant ear. They are $6.98. That's not a bad price for them. Let's see if I can bend over and get one out of the box without falling into the box. Yes. It's got some little nubs there that look like good growing. I felt it. It's very, very hard all around the outside, not soft. Appears to be in really good condition. So I think I'm going to get this one. I think I'll get another one too. Let me see if I can dig down in there, not drop my phone down in. I'm filming on my phone this time because I didn't bring my camera along, wasn't planning on filming. Look at those bumps. You can see the growing tips. So that should make a nice big plant. I could put it out with the Tradescantia or some asparagus fern and have a nice huge pot up on the deck. Well, of course, I've got my cart stuck in the aisle, but I'll get out through here. Now there's some blueberry. I have been interested in trying blueberry again. I tried that once, and we did grow blueberries. It was pretty successful. Never tried blackberries. Not a good driver when you try to film and drive a shopping cart at the same time. Oh, now that's pretty. The elephant ear, the dark one and the light one. But that's in a little plastic pot. Just add water and they're ready to go. I like that, but I would just rather have the bulbs because that light plastic pot, it will blow over in the wind. Every time there's a stiff breeze, your plants will be like sails and they'll blow over and hit the ground and then tear up the leaves, and then you'll have a lot of raggedy elephant ear. So get those bulbs of those, but not in that kit for $20. You can do better. At least that's my opinion, and of course only my opinion. You may have a different idea. I'm going to have to race back over to the return desk because I bet my husband's finished there. And I need to meet him. Oh, squirrel. Look at these. Aren't they cute? I like that. I don't know if it comes with the plant. Some of these don't have plants in them, and some do. So I'm not real sure if these have just been removed. Cocoa Critter Tropical Mix. So it sounds like it comes with the plant in it for $19.98. That's not bad for that cute little. Look at that elephant. I like that. Those are cute. Lots of plants here. Corn plants, Schefflera. More fiddle leaf fig. I've got to get back into the return desk. I'm not planning on buying anything right now, but I've got to get back. Let's see if he's finished yet. He'll never know that I went plant shopping. But I only brought elephant ears. That's all I got. Is he there? Yes. There he is. I see him over there, just finishing up. Hey, I'm good. Got what I wanted. Well, thanks for watching. And I will put some videos up here that I think you might like. And please come back and watch more videos.